Hello, good to be with you again. We are now moving on from our two positioning discussions to basically when an employee gets started. This is kind of the general employee relations section. From an employee's perspective, their first day of work is their getting started phase of their life with the organization. It is the foundation for the employee. I remember my first day at UPS. I'll never forget it. I saw this banner on the wall, United Parcel Service. And it was like it was in front of my face for the whole time I was there for 35 years. So that is always the way I've looked at hiring people and bringing them on board. And we'll go through hiring processes a little bit later. But I want to make this point today. When an employee walks in the door on the day one, the only thing, apart from a banner on a wall, is you, we are the company to the employee on their day one. They don't know anybody else. So we have a huge responsibility to make that first day rock solid for them because we do want them to come back, right? On day two, et cetera, et cetera. All right. My focus has always been I expect longevity. There are jobs out there where there's like 35-day trial periods. UPS had them as well. Fine. They're there. I train people expecting them to be there on day 36. Okay. So expect longevity and train with that in mind because the next series we talk about, I'm going to discuss the value of employee retention. That's coming next. But let's continue this section. Now, if we're going to be successful with people and we're going to train them beginning on day one with an expectation and a desire that the employee wants to be there on day two, three, four, five, etc., we have a responsibility here. Okay. Here's the first one. Don't forget what it was like being in their shoes. I said this a number of times in the Management Foundation section. I'll say it a number of times again. Don't ever forget it because it is your connection to them on a continual basis. You want to put yourself in their shoes because as a result, you have the benefit of being able to anticipate their reactions. And this is important for you. I remember I heard somebody make reference to another person who seemed like they could see around corners, right? That's what anticipating reactions is like. But it puts you in a much better position if you know what they're thinking, or at least get close. And when I say, don't forget it was like being a non-management person, if you're moving up the management ladder, don't forget what it was like to be in the previous management role because everybody has challenges in every single role. So if put yourself in this spot. If you or I know that the person that I'm reporting to remembers what it was like to be in my shoes, the relationship is just much better. Okay? So don't forget what it was like to be in the previous spot. Talk to you later. Have a good one.